welcome to my channel. My name is Ashley, and I am going to be giving an introduction of what my channel is going to entail. I am currently going to start going through the pre-surgery status for VSG, which is the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, and I have decided to take it seriously this year in October of 2018. That's when I started going to the seminars, and I met with the surgeon. So now the next step is to go to some doctors that I need to go to, which is like a prerequisite for the surgery because of the insurance that I have. So I have to go to a cardiologist, I have to go to a pulmonary doctor, and I have to go to 6 nutrition visits, and then I also have to have a mental health visit and do a fasting blood test. And hopefully when all of that is done, and 2 support groups. So hopefully when all of that is done, I will be able to get the surgery. A little background about me: I am 31 years old. I am a single mom of 3 kids. I have a 14-year-old, I have an 11-year-old, and I have an 8-year-old. And I've been heavy since my first son has been born. Before pregnancy, I was 145 pounds. I'm about 5'1", so even at 145 pounds, I'm overweight, but I was bottom heavy. I was always small on the top, and then I was bottom heavy. But then after I got my first son, I went up to 188 pounds, and then I stayed there. I stayed there for 3 years, and I got pregnant with my second child, and then I went up to 213 pounds after I had him, and then I lost a little bit of weight, but I gained it back. And then 3 years later, when I got pregnant with my daughter, I went all the way up to 230 pounds, and then after I gave birth to her, I lost a little bit of weight. So for the past 8 years, I've been fluctuating in weight, but I never can pass 215. 215 is like the smallest that I've been since I've started. So 2017, I was at my heaviest. I was 265 pounds. That's when I decided to start a weight loss program. The weight loss program that I tried was isogenics, and it worked. I started it in April. I did it from April to July. I lost about 40 pounds, so I was 225 pounds by the end of it. I felt great. I had more energy. I was doing the intermittent fasting, and I got laid off, and I couldn't afford to pay the money because it's like a monthly. The reason why I was able to lose the weight as much as I did was because I was basically doing the same routine every month. So I was doing the 2 shakes a day. I was taking the pills. I was eating sensibly the 1 meal. I was doing the fasting for the 2 days for the first 2 weeks of the month. I was buying the snacks. I was doing all of that. But that was very costly for me. And as a single mom of 3 kids, it got to a point where I couldn't afford it anymore because it was about $200 to $300 a month. So, I just felt very defeated, and I couldn't afford it, so I just gave up on that. And then, me losing my job, not losing my job, I was laid off because the factory shut down, and I was there for 5 years, and that was like my favorite job. I loved it. I thought I was gonna retire from there. I was a secretary, and they sold the company, and the company shut down. So then I was unemployed for about 3 months, and I just started eating again and gaining all the weight back. And then I found my current job, and my current job is an overnight job. I work 10 and a half hours, from 6:30 p.m. to 5 o'clock a.m. Sunday night through Thursday morning. So, of course, when I first started working there, it was an adjustment from going from a job that was from 7 in the morning to 3:30 and the afternoon, to going to a job that now I work 6:30 at night till 5 in the morning. So it was an adjustment. So there was a lot of like energy drinks. There was a lot of coffee. There was a lot of, things to keep me awake at night. And now I sleep all day. So my eating schedule is off. Like I eat. My first break at work is 10:30 at night. My second break at work is 2 o'clock in the morning. So that has contributed to it a little bit. I'm very active at work. I walk a lot. I do about 30,000 steps from 12 o'clock a.m. to 11:59 p.m. the next day. I do about 30,000 steps. And this is just at work. I don't wear my activity tracker at home. I only use it at work. So I'm pretty sure I do more than that when I'm not at work. I started feeling, down about myself. I was in a toxic relationship. I left the relationship. That also had a part to deal with the way that I was coping with my anxiety, the way I was coping with my stress. And I decided that wasn't good for me. I was in that relationship for 4 years, and I've really decided that this time enough is enough. So I am starting all the way over. So this year is about me and about trying to get back to loving myself and getting myself to a healthy state. I have met with the surgeon, so they feel like this is a good fit for me too, because if it wasn't a good fit for me, then I wouldn't be in the stages of pre-surgery. They would just be like, no. So January 4th, which is this Friday coming up, is my very first step, my very first appointment towards the surgery, which is the cardiology appointment. And I have to remember, because I am very forgetful, I have to remember to not eat after 12 o'clock a.m. So when I do get out of work at 5 in the morning, I can do my blood test, because I have to do the fasting blood work too. So I'm trying to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, so that way when my next appointment comes, I have cardiology on the 4th, I have pulmonary on the 10th, and then if I'm not mistaken, I have my nutrition appointment, the very first one, I have it the 17th. So it's very exciting. It's nerve-wracking. It's making me anxious. It's making me nervous, but I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get myself back to where I want to be. So that's what the majority of this channel is going to be about. I am natural. I'm not like a pro, even though my wash and go did come out great, thanks to me. I also am running my own business. I'm starting. It's at the beginning stages, like brand new. I'm a month in. I am trying to get this makeup business off the ground, and I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm just trying to do so much. I'm very excited. Probably will see a little bit of collaborations with my kids because, you know, they are older. But this is what it is. So hopefully you guys want to follow me on my journey, and you know, we can become very close and talk and help each other through things, because I am very transparent. That's one thing I'm not afraid of. I don't have any shame in it. I don't have any shame in telling people about my struggles, my ups, my downs, or any of that. I know some people are very closed off about that because they don't like to be judged, but I do not care. Everything that I've been through in my whole entire life has led me up to this point, and it has made me who I am. So either you hate it or you love it. So, till my next video,